This is Loan Officer Blueprints, where we're always talking about how you as a loan officer can take your mortgage career to the next level. I'm Azubuike with Edge Home Finance, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys a Realtor Presentation. If you're on my team and you're watching this, know that this is something you have access to. The PowerPoint slides, I can help you put that together for specifically the message you want to bring to your realtors. This is a great activity to do if you're trying to grow your purchase business. Getting in front of a whole real estate agency team is a great way to do that. And then obviously you want to follow up afterwards. But this is an example of what the presentation can look like. This is by the efforts of Darcy Highfill, one of the loan officers on our team that's experiencing awesome growth. She's been following up with this agency team, starting with a golfing outing last year. And then she was able to get into one of their monthly meetings here where they're basically giving her 10 to 15 minutes to present to the whole team. So she brought lunch. It was a great time. We had some of our loan officers on our team come and show some support and camaraderie. And so just know that this is something that you have access to. I can help you put these presentations together. I can help you put them on, help you have the content for you to put them on yourself. We can co-host together and ultimately just take advantage of this great opportunity to get in front of agents. So give it a watch, and then if you're a loan officer that's not with Edge yet and you're watching this, definitely feel free to check it out and utilize the tips for yourself. But ultimately, know that this is something that you get when you come on board with Edge. So without further ado, let's get into the presentation and see how it goes. Yeah, how's everybody doing today?
Yeah.
She was right. You guys are a great group. Great group of looking good. Got me my words mixed up.
Good looking and happy.
Yes, I'm Azubuike. We're with Edge Home Finance. We got some of our loan officers in the back as well, hanging out with us. So we're really excited to spend some time with you guys today and just basically talk about what we can do to benefit you guys. We understand you guys are the ones out there with our clients, and we can't do what we do without real estate agents. So first and foremost, we want to show you guys appreciation. Give yourselves a hand. You guys do a great job. Incredible things about this company. And so we got a little slide presentation that we want to go through with you guys. This is the first slide. Just, again, appreciate you guys because you guys have to deal with crazy ass. I don't know if you guys ever had somebody asking you for actual, what does it say on the bottom there? An actual food court?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever had that, but you guys probably get some crazy demands from your clients. I'm sure you could probably tell a whole bunch of stories of that. But all that to say, we really appreciate you guys, and our goal is to come in here and hopefully help make you guys' jobs easier as a lender partner. So that's what we're hoping to be able to show you guys today. So the next slide, we'll kind of already presented ourselves. Do you want us to tell any more stories?
Sure. Yeah. So I know a lot of you guys have ties to CSCS. I'm a CSCS grad from 2003. My husband actually is here today because he's looking at possibly getting into the business eventually. We have two little girls. They're 10 and 7, and hopefully I'm going to put them at CSCS next year as well.
And my only connection with Colorado Springs is I used to run a business out here called Oxy Magic. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that carpet cleaning business. I used to run down here all the time, but I've been living in Denver since 2004, and that's where our primary business is at for my production. But yeah, Darcy's in the Springs, and she's your point of contact for this area. And so yeah, that's us. I've been in the business for 7 years now, and the company of Edge has been around for about 20 years, and we're one of the top brokers in the country as far as size, and then one of the top brokers in the country as far as loan volume. So we have a lot of great loan officers on our team, and
I think we were named number 3 this year in the broker world.
Yeah,
Edge.
number 3, yeah. So we want to explain to you guys what the difference is between retail and brokers. I don't know if you guys are familiar when you hear the word mortgage broker, what that actually entails. So we want to kind of go over some of the key differences so that you can understand what benefits you have when you're working with Darcy and our team. So the first thing is rates. How many of you guys know borrowers that are super rate sensitive? Show of hands maybe? Yep, you guys just nodding. Rates is pretty much, if we can't sell rates, we might as well not be in the business, right? We got to be able to be competitive with rates. And so what happens in retail is you have a setup that's basically, you have a lot of operational costs. And as a broker, we're independent, right? Because we work with wholesale lenders. So our setup is very, very simple, is very, very straightforward. It allows for us to have lesser fees. Literally Section A on the loan estimate, when you guys see that and going over that with your borrowers, it's a big zero. We don't charge our clients origination, we don't charge them lending fees. Whereas if you go retail, you'll have underwriting fees, lender fees, closing fees, and it could range anywhere from $3 to on upward, $3,000 on upwards. So that's one of the biggest things that you have with us is you're going to get the best rate when you're working with us because we have the ability to shop. That's also one of the points is we can actually shop lenders for you guys and for your clients. We have 50 lenders that we have access to, that we have broker agreements with. So it allows us to be a lot more affordable, a lot more flexible when it comes to programs, different loan programs that are kind of one-off. I don't know if you guys ever come across that kind of stuff. You know, people that need self-employment, different options for self-employment. We have bank statement loans, just all sorts of different types of programs that we have access to.
Yeah, I was going to touch on a few things about. So in the Section A, how you said, most of the time it's zero. If there is ever a fee there, you can usually look down at the bottom and there will be a credit from the lender that will counteract that. So they're essentially still paying zero. So if you ever look at a loan estimate, they say, oh yeah, but you're charging, you know, $5,300, you said it's going to be zero. Usually look at the bottom and it's going to be nothing. So of course there's going to be one-offs. So like he was saying, there's other types of loans that we're going to do that are going to be bank statement loans. Sometimes we can't totally knock off all those fees. We're going to do our best to get it lower, but it might not always be there. And then the flexibility, I can tell you a little bit about how, like I had an investor come to me from Florida and he said, well, I don't have my tax returns done from last year. How am I supposed to do something? I said, well, I can do a no income loan. I'm actually doing one with Dean right now. Hopefully I don't throw him too scared there. But this investor in Florida was like, wow, that's really, really awesome. You don't have to provide any of my tax returns. And I said, no, we can still get it done within hopefully 3 weeks.
So kind of just to wrap up on this, think about a retail loan officer. They're one shop, one lender. They're going to have a limit of things that they can do per whoever's on the upper levels making those decisions. They're going to be limited to those loan programs and those rate sheets. Whereas us as brokers, we have access to 50 lenders. So a lot more different rate sheets. We can, be really competitive with the shopping that we're doing rate-wise, and then a lot more loan programs to choose from. So that's just kind of a synopsis of that.
Yeah.
So next slide. Here's a fun one. We like throwing in cartoons just to keep it fresh, break the ice every once in a while. You guys ever get comments like this? I mean, it's a funny slide. It's kind of exaggerated, but you hear a lot of buyers thinking things, saying things. It's just kind of like, let's educate you a little bit, right? And then this kind of leads into the next slide of what we're going to talk about as far as our speed, because we know that it's a super competitive market out there, right? I mean, that's really the market forecast, is if you want to buy a home right now, you want to put your best foot forward because there's cash offers out there, there's really strong offers out there, multiple offer scenarios. So here's how we help try to put your clients in the best position to win those offers. The ultimate thing is we're super fast. And we have the ability to do this because of our lender partners. Once again, now not every lender that we have access to is super fast, but the ones that we're going to prioritize and shop for our clients, we're able to do underwriting super fast. And one of the ones is UWM that has this program called Bolt, and it's pretty sweet. You basically are able to put in a file and get it underwritten in 15 minutes because the system actually allows us as the loan officers to do the underwriting. So it's industry first, no one else has access to it except for brokers, and literally you get underwriting done in 15 minutes. So that means we can do it before you go under contract, be confident that you have an actual underwriting in place. You can do it after contract because it only takes 15 minutes, and it just speeds up the process.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add to that?
I was just going to say, I know that for us, we are extremely thorough on the front end to make sure that we're not getting you guys into a mess once you're under contract. So we make sure we have all of our documents as much as we can in the front so that you guys aren't going to them, putting in an offer. I'm going to call your listing agent and say, yes, I've done all my due diligence. I've made sure that they are highly qualified before you even put in that offer to make sure nothing is a mess down the road.
Next slide. So this is transition into our next topic, appraisals. Anyone relate with this?
I think we've all made that face a few times, right?
How about this one? Anyone relate with that? In your dreams? The guy from that, I forget the movie that's from.
It's funny.
But yeah, we all know that appraisals are issues for everybody, right? And we're not trying to come in here and act like we can promise the world with appraisals. But what we do want to let you guys know is that working with us, you have way more options, way more of a flexibility and ability to actually find a more smooth process with the appraisals. Again, because of our access to multiple lenders, our access to multiple appraisal management companies,
we're able to do a lot more vetting than retail lenders have, right? Because retail lenders, you basically have one appraisal management company that you're limited to. It's the one company that the company has decided to work with, that the lenders decided to work with. With us as brokers, we can also essentially shop this part of the process as well. So we're able to go out beforehand, figure out who's available in the areas that we need them to be, get back fast turn times on appraisers taking the orders, and a lot more communication within that process as well.
I'll touch a little bit on something with that. So Zoe mentioned that we use UWM pretty often, United Wholesale Mortgage. What is so awesome about them is that they started an appraisal company within United Wholesale Mortgage, and they have 65 appraisers just in Colorado Springs designated to that lender. So I put in an order for that. It was completed, and I had the report back in 4 days. It was amazingly fast. Am I going to promise that on every file? No, of course not, but it was incredibly fast.
So our ability to add fast underwriting with a fast appraisal turn time, I mean, we're talking about a week, 8 to 10 days that we can even close deals in. We've done that before. So we can be really competitive at the offers, saying, hey, we can close this within 2 weeks. There's not very many lenders that can say that with some confidence. So next slide, we'll kind of wrap up here. Let's recap. We're faster, ultimately. You guys seen the Hedgehog movie yet? I love cartoons, so I'm planning on seeing it. We're cheaper, little Asian baby liking money. And we have more options, which I hear we have a realtor in here that likes to dance on roofs. So this is for you. Whoever does that. Dances on roofs. It's time to dance because we got more options. So that's all we've got for you guys. We
Yes,
want to
I
give a
follow
little
you
bit
on
of time.
Instagram.
Yes, I need to follow you on Instagram too. Any questions, comments, concerns?
One of the lines mentioned no cost for referred clients. Can you dive into that a little bit?
Yes, I forgot to mention that. You want to talk about that? You want me to?
Good.
So, what we do there is we do charge up front, and then we're able to recredit or credit back the borrower up to $600 for the cost of the appraisal. We just have to go through a certain process, but we refund that money
It has
before they
to be
close.
closed by March 31st.
It's a special that we have
It's
going
a
on.
special we have going on with one of our lenders, but I actually have already used it twice, so it's pretty great.
Yeah, so they get that money back, and then on top of our, low cost as far as closing costs, they're going to be sitting pretty with overall closing costs. But yeah.
That's at closing when you credit it back.
Yep.
That's a big part about why we're so thorough on the front end, is because when we go to submit that, the reason why we get that $600 is because it's called the ultimate submission. We have the insurance, we have the taxes, we have everything to give to the underwriter right there, so that we make sure that we can have that CD
Click on the
out
next slide.
right when we put it into submission.
So we can take a picture.
So, yeah. So I have our flyers out that have my information on them. You guys can see that. Obviously, Zoe's information is up here if you guys want that. The true fact of the matter is I got into this business to serve people. I love serving people. I know that Zoe does too. And yes, it's a numbers thing. Yes, we want to please people with that, but ultimately we want to serve people in the best way that we know how. So.
Our goal is anytime you guys refer a client to us, we want to make you look like rock stars.
Yeah.
Because if we do our job really well, you guys look good for recommending us, right? And then that hopefully brings back business to you guys as well. So we want to be a partner that basically creates clients for life. A lot of our clients have this experience with us and they're like, wow, I've never had this experience as a lender, and they end up referring people and stuff. But
check out our
that's the
Google
whole
pages.
idea,
You'll
yeah.
see it in our reviews that we
reviews
truly
and-
just want to help people. We want to support you guys. We are a team. When we sign up to do along with you, with your clients, we're a team to get this done. If
And we're
something-
responsive. We're easy to get a hold of.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not one of those loan officers that's like 9 to 5. You only got to talk to them 9 to
Oh,
5.
no.
Like she's responsive.
You can ask my
text her.
kids.
Yeah, anytime.
You can ask my
So you won't have a problem in communication. She keeps everyone on our team. We keep everyone in the loop the whole entire process, all the milestones. You're never going to have a position where you're thinking, man, I wonder what's going on with that deal. It just doesn't happen.
You'll know.
So, any other questions, comments, concerns?
questions in Denver.
Yeah, Denver people. Any questions? Are we looking at the right camera?
We unmuted, yeah?
Okay. Well, we
Thanks
thank
for
you
your time.
guys so much. Feel free to grab us if you have any questions. We're going to stay for lunch. I did get Chiba Hut today. I hope everybody's good with that option.
Love Chiba Hut.
So, and some salad stuff for gluten-free people. So, there you go. All right.
Thanks for watching. If you found any of the content helpful, please subscribe, hit the notifications icon so that you can be informed of the next video upload. See you soon.